side. That we gon' ride till we die.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Okay.
Now Sayers. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crap. Alert flare, flare. Tighten up.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to control the line of scrimmage. You control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Cunningham throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he... Runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Ready. Come on. Check. 45. Come on. 45. Mike, 45. Touchdown, defense. 45. Mike, 45. And let's get this. 45 is the Mike.
On second down and 4, Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check. Kill. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
On first and 10, Cunningham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's get off the field. Jim. Go. You got tight.
They'll run with a North Carolina native. This is Bryce Love. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm here all day. 56, Mike, 56. Come baby. Woo! Mike, 56.
On third and 2, Cunningham flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight over. Four down, check.
Play action now, Vick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
45. Mike, 45.
Focus, defense, focus. 45 is the mic.
You don't want none of that. Get in, pick up the ball. Check.
On 2nd and 7, Vick going right side here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Cunningham. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Here's Cunningham. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down. The 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready? Mike, 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. 52. Wait. Check hot route. Hot. He's checking. Crash.
Check 24. Check 24. Go.
Motion. Hey, check.
They'll run on first down. Moore. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pull it together.
Shift. Switch.
Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hatchet. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and run for it with Sayers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Silver. Kill.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 18 data. Man out. 45 is the mark. I smell fear in that offense.
Vic goes play action. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 15 running. Target.
A run at Sayers' right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
He's coming. Double up.
On first down, Moore. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Cunningham looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hayes. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Love. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Running. Right there. 56. You don't see me in your nightmare.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
Ready? Right. Mark 56.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Trying to toss play to Love. 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 2, Cunningham. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So not the most convincing of kicks, but he got it to go.
Yeah, from a short distance. You expect a little bit more out of that kick, but the bottom line is what?
3 points.
3 points. Doesn't matter how it looked. It still counts the same.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. Set, cut, go to base. Watch the run. This side, baby, that's the baby side. Switch. Check.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the slant. 45. Mike, 45. Yeah. You don't want none. 45's the Mike. Watch the slant.
Vic readies to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
We play
The
to win.
Falcons take
Let's
over first
go.
and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
they just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cunningham to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Moline. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Love again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the draw, this is Love. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Cunningham looking to throw. And Watson has it right side. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey. 4 down. Light 42.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, look. 3. Check. Kill. Alert 3.
They run with Sayers. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
3 buzz. Shift! Watch the shift! Echo!
Off the play fake, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
45 the mic. 3 buzz.
Hey, check mic 45.
Blue Dan. 45 the mic. Zoom.
Team showed up.
On 3rd down, Vick. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Hey, no one. Check 45 the mic. Watch the run. Big dad.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From just shy of midfield, Vick. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
25, check the ball. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Moore. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 13.
Now on 2nd and 13, Vick. This one taken in by Hester. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13.
Let's go, defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert flare. Alert, go.
A run. This is Sayers.
Run.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Moore. That'll go as a pickup of 8. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And an alley to run. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Shit. Rotate. Sit back.
Check 4, check 4. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Again, they'll run with Sayers. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready. Pittsburgh.
Watch one. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Big Ed. Switch.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Cunningham looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cunningham. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Go.
Motion. Reset.
45, Mike, 45.
Off. Getting that home.
45, Mike, 45. Quit talking about it and bring it. 45's the mic. Man.
Here's Vic. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got some space here. A big play there for the Panthers. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, Moore. Oh, nifty juke. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's the guy in all the commercials now. Right? The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
They'll try the left side. More. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Check out. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Hatchet.
Now a give right side. It's Moore. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
20. Two times. Hey, 4 down. He's coming. We got double up.
On 3rd down, it's Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were